Hi, my name is Prisha, and this is my project for month 6. So I made a math website, and So there's a calculator, an area of the rectangle, perimeter of rectangle, square roots, a customizable multiplication table, and finding out if a number is prime or composite. So first, you can go to the calculator, and there's a header and all this. So instructions: enter your two numbers and click on one of the operations. An alert message will appear that tells you your answer. So I'm just going to enter in 5 and 9. And when I click addition, it gives me 14. When I click subtraction, it gives me -4. When I do multiplication, it gives me 45. And when I do division, it just gives me 0.5 repeating. And then there's a little home button at the very corner. Okay, then if you go to area of the rectangle, there are more instructions, and you have to enter the length and the width, and you get the area. So it says the area of your rectangle is 45, and you can go back to the home. Then just go to the perimeter of the rectangle, more instructions, basically the same thing as the area. And then it says the perimeter of your rectangle is 124. Now square roots. So I'm going to enter 8, and then the square root is 64. And then customizable multiplication table. You just have to enter number. So I'm going to enter in just 7. I click start program. It gives me 7, 14, 21, 28, and all that. And yeah. Then the last one, prime or composite. I just need to enter the number and then do 8, and it shows me it's composite. And if I do 5, it says it's prime. And yeah. Okay, and then for the code, so first for the main homepage, which is like this, there's just the basic boiler code, background color, and then there's this image that I used for the logo. And it also links to the MathWeb CSS, but I'll show you that at the very end after all the pages. And then there's a header, a nav, and I have all the links of all the feature things. And then once that's over, I have another image, which is this one, because I kind of wanted to fill up some space because there was literally nothing. And I put it in the center. And then for the multiplication table, which is this one, I have more boiler code and the basic stuff with the logo, and I basically have that on every page. I have a header, instructions, and stuff. I have a form, and which is where I enter in the number and the start program thing, the button, and yeah. And then the JavaScript part starts. For the button, I have an on-click part. So it's the function called start, and here's the function. And then when the function is activated or whatever, the variable number equals the document.getElement by ID. So you can get that the variable. There's this new variable. It's called message, and then there's variable I, and then there's this for I equals once I and then all that. And then there's this message equals message plus break plus I times number, and that's where you multiply the number, so you get all the results, and then the results, and then this is the code for getting the results. Document, yeah. So, and then there's this home part. So yeah, and then prime or not, the prime or not HTML, which is this one. Okay, so basically more basics. I'm not going to say it again because it's basically in every one. I'll just go straight to the JavaScript. Okay, so I add the variable number. I just get the document.getElement by ID, num, and then if number equals 2, alert your number is prime. Because it's it kind of got confused, so I had to add it in because I was dividing by it, and it wouldn't work unless I added this. So I had to add this stuff, and yeah. Okay, and then if And then I did if the number divided by 2 equals 0, then your number is composite. And the same thing with 3 and 5, else your number is prime. And then and then the area of the rectangle, more like of the input and the input stuff. And then once the function starts, the variable L, it's like received or whatever by the rec L, and same with the width. And then the variable area is L times W, because and then it gives an alert message. And then it gives an alert message that says that the area of your rectangle is And then it's basically the same thing for the perimeter, but it just like instead of doing L times W, it does 2 times L plus W, because and then it gives you an alert message that says the perimeter of your rectangle is And then the square number. So basically same thing again, and then once the function starts, the variable number is like made, and another variable output is made, and it's num times num, and then it gives you the alert of the output. Okay, and then there's the calculator. Okay, so more basics and the more like other stuff like the inputs and everything. Then all these like buttons for the operations and stuff. All the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And then the function start, there is the function add, and basically it just makes it like it gets the IDs, and then it just adds it, and it basically does the same thing for subtraction, multiplication, and division, except it doesn't add it, like subtracts or and then the mathweb.css, it's the CSS. So this is mainly styling, because like the page of course has to look good, otherwise it won't really Okay, so there's the list A, and I made the font family, courier, the font size 20 pixels, text decoration none, and color black. Then I made the header, I made the display flex, justify content space between, text line center, and then for the nav links, I made the display inline block and I did all that stuff, so it would like go to the top. And then I made it, and you know how like when let's go back to the home. You know how when I click on this, it gets like this little thing under it, like this little text shadow. So that you're like on it. That's what this code is for, because it says like when you hover on it, it'll give you this text shadow. And then for the logo, I made it have the width and everything, the border radius, and then the cursor to be pointer. And then for the logo hover, I made it get a little bigger. So like it gets a bit bigger. So that's my project.
I really like your images. They look really nice and cute. And I also like how you added those text shadow. I like how like your links are set in a different way than how other people did it. Like I like how you had those like separation bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I was gonna say something else, but I kind of forgot. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll just one of your pages randomly.
Thank you.
Okay, so one of mine things is like I really liked the little cat thingy and the picture, and like I just wanted to ask, did you find the picture or did you make it actually?
Oh, I made it because
I know, because I'm like
find it.
I know, like what picture would have Mathology website?
Yeah,
kitty cat.
Because I needed like a name for the website, so I did make it.
Did you also make the little one in the corner too?
Yeah, the logo. Yeah,
that's really cool. And I also like one thing I noticed is that the homepage is just a lot of shades of blue, and
I tried to like get a theme.
Yeah, and all of these are like really cool, and they're very different, but they all somehow look very similar too. And I really like how you named it the Mathology website.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Prisha. Yes, even I liked your logo and the picture that you have made and the name.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very nice, very thoughtful of it. Yeah, I was thinking at
thanks.
least one will get that mathematical pictures and put it on the page. Yeah, that is very nice. And that you made it. It's really nice. Yeah,
you.
and the flow of you and your project was really nice and smooth, where it goes from one page to other page very smoothly. And I like the way you have used the navigation that makes it look nicer also.
Thank
And
you.
overall, your presentation was very nice.
Thanks.